How's it going, everyone? Today I have another video on the cheap 9.5 Wagon, and we're going to be fixing some more cosmetic stuff today, mainly this body damage on the front corner here. So the car was in some sort of minor little incident where it looks like they hit something, and I was looking at this the other day. I was just kind of scratching it with my finger, and it slowly kind of comes off. You can see where I was just scratching right there. It slowly kind of comes off when you scratch it with your nail. So we're going to be using a clay bar, some clay lube, and then of course before we do that we'll spray it down with some quick detailer to get the area clean. I'm hoping that that'll take all of this black stuff off and it'll help make it look a little bit better. There are some other scratches like right here. I think those are through the paint, and obviously this white one looks like it is. There's a bunch of scratches and everything around the bottom of the bumper as well. Those are probably not coming out. So we're really just going to focus on this right here because this is the most noticeable of it anyways. And then secondly, I'm going to be trying to fix the rear subwoofer. I ordered some new foam for it because, come in here, I'll turn some music on real quick. All right, we're going to ignore the fact this is Justin Bieber. I just turned it on the radio. But yeah, it rattles like crazy, so we're gonna try and fix that today with some new speaker foam. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can get the front of this looking a lot better, because I'm gonna be super happy if just a simple clay bar fixes this up. All right, real quick, before we get into that, I literally just got home from work. This is being filmed like 3 days after the rest of this video, but I got a Euro license plate frame courtesy of Amazon, and I also got a genuine Swedish plate. This is from a subscriber. He sent this over to me, and look at how well he packaged this, because the Postal Service has a habit of destroying things. So big kudos to him for not only sending this out, but doing such a good job of packaging it and protecting it. His Instagram will be down here on the screen. He's got a really badass 9.5, so make sure to check him out. But let's go ahead and put this on the car, because as you guys know, all of my Saabs have genuine Swedish plates on them. There's some sort of Swedish candy in here too. Unfortunately, it looks like it's melted, so I'm gonna have to throw it in the fridge. But I will enjoy this at a later date, so thank you very much. Brand new too. It's cool because in Sweden they put the VIN of the car up here, so that's how you know it's real. I guess part of the reason how you know it's real. There we go. So that plate is on. Of course, looks amazing as it does on all my Saabs. Super happy about that. It just, I've always liked these, one because I think it's super cool to have a genuine Swedish plate on a car that's obviously from Sweden, and two, I just always hate this blank space here, especially on the 9.3s. It's not as bad on the 9.5s, but just having something to take up all this blank space here because Arizona doesn't require front plates. Oh, it looks so good. Super happy about that. So now on with the rest of the video, and don't be confused when this plate isn't there when I'm filming all of it. Now we can get our clay out, and we want to keep molding this and keeping it nice and fresh, so that way we're not rubbing too much dirt into the paint. But then again, it's already all scratched up anyway, so the nice thing is I can't really make it look much worse, but we're gonna try to just make it look a lot better. There's our lube. Well, it's definitely not perfect still, and it could probably benefit from a layer of wax now that I just clay barred it. But you can see it, just about all of that is gone. So that's awesome. There's a couple little specks I'll probably just get off with my fingernails because the clay bar couldn't get it. Those two scratches are through the paint, unfortunately. I can't get that off the headlight washer cover. You know, I purposely try and do this work in the morning because it's very hot out, and it's about 9:30 right now, and I'm just dying sweating from doing that. That only took me about 15 minutes worth of scrubbing, but I've just been sitting here looking at it, and I am so happy. This was such an eyesore before, and granted, the bumper is pretty beat up on the bottom, but that is a lot less noticeable because, well, it's kind of on the bottom and underside, but this was just a big eyesore to look at, so I am so happy with how that looks. But now I guess it's time to fix that speaker rattle. I struggled with this piece for a little bit. There's a few plastic clips that are on here, all on the underside. Those you have to get at, a little bit difficult, but got it out without breaking it. Now there are 4 Phillips heads that are holding the actual subwoofer in. This might be the first time I've ever used a Phillips head on a Saab before. So there are 4 wires holding this in. I'm going to take a picture of it so I don't mess it up. Alright, there we go. So now it's time to actually put the new foam in the speaker, because this, you can see, is all gross and kind of destroyed. So I got this kit from a site called Speakerworks. It was literally all of $14 shipping included, and that is the part number, the code I got, the exact code. So I got some adhesive as well with a little cotton swab or whatever to put it on, but yeah, that's what we're going to be using. We need to pull this plastic piece off the top of the speaker, so to do that I'm going to use a flathead and just carefully kind of pry it up. So now I need to remove all this old foam from the speaker and this ring, and then we can put the new one on. After 30 minutes of scrubbing and scraping with a blade and alcohol and everything, this is where I'm at. It's not perfect, but it's just about smooth. My thinking with this is it's not like a water pump gasket or a water pump where it needs to be 100% perfect or else it's gonna leak. I'm thinking that this is probably good enough. I know this setup looks a little bit weird, but I'm pretty much elevating the speaker cone down in here because without jamming this, I shouldn't say jam, but lightly placing this stuff inside of here, I'm very careful not to puncture anything with the flathead. This sits down too far, and therefore this does not want to seat on the speaker cone. So I've elevated it a little bit so it all kind of lines up, but now we're going to put some adhesive right on here, and then also some adhesive out here. I'm going to scrub a little bit more of this off first. As I glue this top part back on, I want to make sure I line up the screw holes. I see them, they're here, 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 and here. But if I don't line that up, then I'm not going to be able to put the speaker back. Just found something random with a bit of weight to put on here and hold it all down. Now we gotta let it sit for a couple hours so it can cure. It's been about 4 or 5 hours. The speaker is all back together. That seal is nice and flush around the whole speaker. Same with this plastic ring around the outside. So I'm super happy with how this turned out, but now it's time to reinstall it all. The car is all back together. I shut the garage door because the sun was shining directly on me, but all back together, that's fixed. But more importantly, and what I'm more excited about, honestly, I'm excited about both of them because both of them have been annoying me, is this up here. So let me know what you all think down below in the comments. Some more cosmetic progress on this car. But as I say at the end of every episode, there's still plenty more to come. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon at the top of the description down below if you haven't already, to get access to stuff like this early and see some additional content. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.